what is the difference between cloud computing and traditional model? What is a cloud computing model and a traditional model? Suppose if I want to access Java application, I have one Java application, I want to access this Java application. Can I access this Java application without installing any Java software into my machine? No. If I want to access this application, first I require Java software installation, then only I can access this Java application. Similarly, there is SAP application. If I want to access SAP application in my system, first I required SAP software installation is required. Then only I can access SAP application. Here Paint is the one application, Word document is one application, Excel sheet. Like this, if you want to access, we required MS Office is required, then only we can access the MS Office. These are the applications. Here in the traditional model, if you want to access anything, that is nothing but in your system we are accessing applications. In your system we are accessing these applications. These applications accessibility we required first installation is required. This is a major drawback in the traditional model. But whereas in the cloud computing model, what is the cloud computing model? How to access? Here we have one server. We have some server in the central server. They are installing some applications. Gmail is the one application, or Facebook is the one application. Like this, some of the applications are available in the server side. If you want to access this Gmail application, first we required browser software is required. If you have the browser software, Internet Explorer or Mozilla or Chrome, any browser, and internet connection, browser and internet connection, then you can access Gmail application or Facebook application or any application. So for that we require some credentials. If you want to access any applications, what is required here? Browser and internet connection is required. Then we can access these applications. This model is nothing but cloud computing model. In the cloud computing model we have servers. In the servers we have some applications. If you want to access these applications from any remote places, just browser and internet access is required. So this type of applications are called on-demand applications. This type of applications are called on-demand applications, and in the traditional model, on-premises applications. On-premises applications. What is the disadvantage of on-premises applications? If you want to access this SAP application, how many users can access at a time? Only one user only can access at a time, because this software is installed into your machine only. You can access this application. But the same SAP, if they provided in the server side, if they installed in the server side, how many users can access in this area? Just like Gmail, we can access this application here. Millions of users are accessing at a time. Millions of users are accessing. This application is multi-tenant architecture it is following. In the server side, whenever we are installing, multi-tenant architecture it is following. So same application can access multiple users here, just like a Gmail only. So what is the advantage? If we are provided that application in the server side cloud, means multiple users at a time they can access. This is advantage. Not only this one, we have some drawbacks in the traditional model. I will explain those drawbacks by using small example. I started one company in India. My company name is Airwing is my company name. Here, this company is similar to Idea, Airtel, Vodafone, such type of business here. It is a telecommunication business. If I want to start my company, what are the prerequisites are required generally? This is a telecommunication business. We required towers construction is required, SIM cards manufacturing, recruiting employees, softwares, databases, infrastructure, like this n number of things we require here. All these requirements I am dividing into two parts. One is core division and one more is IT division. Under core division I am taking constructing buildings, constructing towers, manufacturing SIM cards, recruiting employees, like this n number of things I am taking under core division. For IT division, government is given one number, 9955 is the one number. With this number I am generating my SIM cards. This is a starting number for my SIM card and this is a last number. So how many numbers we are generating here? Millions of numbers. Millions of numbers are nothing but millions of customers. These many customers information I want to maintain. So for this I required one database is required. One database is required here. Now I developed one website, www.airwing.com. How to develop this website with this application? I required one platform is required or one programming language is required in this area. Now I purchased 2000 systems for different locations. Each and every location I am providing some services to customers. For that I required 2000 systems. For each and every system I required operating system, MS Office is a general software and some special softwares related to my organization or my business related applications I required. This is nothing but IT division. So for this database we have one more English word, that is nothing but infrastructure. Infrastructure. This infrastructure is nothing but here I required one database. For the database infrastructure, that is nothing but here I am selecting Oracle database. At the time of beginning my company, the database is 8.0 is some version. For this version I paid some amount 2 crores and I purchased this the Oracle database. So in the market Oracle is providing best services, so that's the reason I selected. My friends also suggested Oracle database only. And I required one platform is required. Platform is I selected .NET is the one platform. 1.2.1 is the some version. For this version I invested some amount and I purchased a licensed version. Everything is licensed versions. Now I required one more is softwares. Under softwares, Windows operating system 2000 is operating system. For 2000 systems I required Windows operating system, MS Office and special softwares I required here. I purchased these are the raw components. If I purchase these are the raw components, is there any project is ready? No. We need to develop the project. Just it is nothing but some softwares we purchased. We required what is required here? We required development is required. My development I given to TCS. TCS is quoted for this project to 4 crores and asking the time to complete for this project 6 months time. Within the 6 months, TCS is completing my project. I'm also completing my core division within the 6 months. Everything is finished within the 6 months time. After 6 months, I started my business. I'm executing my business happily. 2 years my business is executed happily. After 2 years, suddenly some of my existing customers and most of the new customers are attracted to Vodafone. The reason is Vodafone is providing extra features because they are using latest versions. Here Oracle is came with one more version, like 9.2 is some version. This 9.2 version is providing some extra services, so because of that reason they are using latest version. Because of that latest version, most of the customers are attracted to their networks only. Here what happened means, if I am not updating, I cannot survey in the market. For this I required some updations required. I'm investing some extra amount and I'm updating this application here. Now the same way .NET is also came with one more version, 2.4.2 is the some version. Here for this I paid some amount extra and I updated. This is a version also. Windows some 2003 or 2004, like this I updated some of the versions. After updating, I'm running my business happily. 1.5 years my business is executed happily. After 1.5 years, same situation again I'm facing. So in this time, most of the customers are attracted to Vodafone. Instead of my network, Airtel. The reason is Airtel is using latest versions. Oracle is came with one more version, like 10.x is the some version. My question is here, is there any guarantee from Oracle Corporation this is the last version from the corporation? No. If it is the last version, this is the last business only. They are keep on releasing versions. We also keep on purchase and update the versions. Otherwise, we cannot survey in the market. This is the main drawback in the traditional model. What is the main drawback? Every time purchase and update the purchase, install, then only use it. If latest versions are came, again purchase and update, then only you can survey in the market. Otherwise, you cannot survey in the market. This is some drawbacks. This is some drawback. Not only this one, we have other drawbacks also. Memory point of view also we have some drawbacks. What are the drawbacks in the memory point of view? In the 2016-17, I'm expecting here my customers 10,000 customers. For 10,000 customers I required 1 terabyte memory is required to store my customers information. Like customer call information, SMS information, phone number, address, each and everything I want to maintain. For this I required 1 terabyte memory is required for 10,000 customers. In the 2018, my customers I'm expecting 50,000 customers. For 50,000 customers, now 5 terabytes memory is required. According to this, in the 2019, my customers I'm expecting 2 lakhs customers. For 2 lakhs, I required 20 terabytes memory is required. Like this, my business plan is up to 2025. In the 2025, I'm expecting my business 20 lakhs customers. For 20 lakhs customers, I required here 200 terabytes memory is required. For tomorrow's business, today only I purchased servers and I arranged manually 200 terabytes memory in my location, in my premises. I purchased servers, everything, and I arranged 200 terabytes memory for 20 lakhs customers. So my business expectation is up to 2025. Everything is fine. 3 years my business is executed happily. After 3 years, suddenly my customers are down to only 10,000 customers. My expectation is 20 lakhs customers, but my business is only 10,000 customers. Anything maybe happens. Negative news came onto my business, our competitors are entering the market. At that time business is down. No one is expected in the India 6 months back. Reliance is releasing the Jio like this. Whenever Jio is came, so complete market is down for others. The same thing maybe happens or anything maybe happen. In that time, how much memory is required? In this case, I required only 1 terabyte, but I arranged 200 terabytes memory. My question is here, can you throw out 199 TB memory into dustbin? No. Whether it is required or not required, we need to maintain this much memory. Whether it is required or not required, we need to maintain, because we arranged everything manually in your locations. So we are expecting some business here. If your business is there, okay. If your business is down, in this case investment, everything, it is wastage only. To overcome such type of drawbacks, so what are the drawbacks? Here purchasing, every time purchasing and installing or updating, this is a one drawback. Not only this one, here memory point of view also we have some drawbacks. To overcome such type of drawbacks, then we go for cloud computing concept. Then we go for cloud computing concept. What is a cloud computing? Cloud computing is nothing but a concept only. What is a cloud computing? Cloud computing is nothing but a concept only. It is a just like a principles. If you observe OOPS, what are the principles are in the OOPS? So class, method, data, abstraction, data, encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism, like this. Those are nothing but the some principles in the OOPS. Based on the OOPS principles, n number of technologies are implemented, languages are implemented like Java, .NET, PHP, ABAPs, now C++, Objective-C, Apex, like this n number of technologies are implemented based on the OOPS concepts. The similar way, cloud computing is also nothing but a one concept only. So what is the cloud computing? It is a concept of accessing infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a service. What is the cloud computing? Cloud computing is a concept of accessing infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and software as a service in the internet. Cloud computing is nothing but a concept of accessing platform as a service, infrastructure as a service, and software as a service in the internet. Where we are accessing these services we are accessing in the internet by paying each use of IT service. By paying each use of IT service, where we are accessing all these services we are accessing in the internet. Cloud computing is a concept of accessing infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a service in the internet by paying each use of IT services. These three types of services provided cloud computing. By using these concepts, by using these services, n number of companies are implemented like Salesforce.com, Google, Amazon, Microsoft Azure, Oracle Fusion, GoDaddy, like this. N number of companies are using these concepts. Are you using any service related to Google? Yes. Everyone is using the service is nothing but Gmail is the service. Gmail is the application. What type of service it is? Software as a service. Gmail is the one service. What type of service it is? Software as a service. Gmail is nothing but a one application. It is installed in the server side. By using URL we are accessing this Gmail application. It is an executable file. What is the advantage of Gmail? What is the advantage of Gmail? Here, no need to install this application into your system. No need to install this application into your system. Gmail application you can access by directly by using URL. Open the browser and access this application from any remote places. This is one advantage. And whenever Gmail application is updated, automatically it is reflecting to your login also. No need to update to Gmail application. So every updation automatically it is updating in your Gmail. This is some advantage. And we have some limitations in the software as a service. What are the limitations? In my application, in my login, I want to change Gmail in the inbox. Inbox is replaced with Rajendra box. Can I modify? Inbox is replaced with Rajendra box? No. Can I modify? Compose is replaced to type? No. Can I use the paint application in the Gmail? No. Can I use the PDF reader in the Gmail? No. So whatever features Gmail is provided, we can access only those features. It is an executable file. We cannot customize that application according to your requirement. So whatever features they provided, only we can use those features only here. So this is some drawback in the software as a service. Advantages are there, some disadvantages also there in the software as a service. Leave it this everything. General question. Are you using any services based on the pay and use model? Just a service oriented model? Any services in your daily life? In your daily life, any services are using pay and use model? Yes. 90% services we are using. Yes. 90% services are we are using pay and use model only. Like Gmail. Okay. Leave it that Gmail. Okay. If you want to travel Hyderabad to Bangalore, no need to purchase buses, just purchase ticket and travel Hyderabad to Bangalore. Based on the distance and based on the luxury, pay the amount. So that is nothing but someone is providing some services, we are using that services pay and use model. Now power, we are using power. Power is also no need to generate the power. Transco or Genco is generating some power. We are paying power bill and using power. This is also nothing but a service oriented only. Someone is providing some services. We are using these services pay and use model. Now, if you want to use the internet, no need to construct any towers, no need to manufacturing SIM cards, just purchase SIM card, pay SIM card and pay the amount based on the now plan. That is nothing but that is also one service providing by some service providers. We are using those services by using pay and use model. Like this, everything is nothing but 90% services are service oriented only in our daily life also. The same thing also here also it is applicable. This cloud computing is also service oriented only. It means pay and use model. This is also pay and use model. So whatever services you require, based on the services, you pay the amount and use the services here. How it is applicable? Infrastructure as a service or platform as a service and software as a service. How it is applicable? Service oriented. Now, I required one database is required. Infrastructure as a service. Infrastructure as a service. I required one database is required. In this case, my customers are 10,000 customers. For 10,000 customers, I required 1 terabyte memory is required. So for this, I'm selecting my plan 1 terabyte plan and I'm paying amount for only 1 terabyte. If my customers are 50,000 customers, I'm changing my plan 1 terabyte to 5 terabytes of plan. Just like internet. If my customers are 2 lakhs customers, then I'm changing my plan 5 terabytes to 20 terabytes plan. For that only I'm paying amount. If my customers are increase it to 20 lakhs customers, in this case I'm changing my plan to 200 terabytes. Someone is providing these services, I'm using these services happily pay and use model. If my customers are down to only 10,000 customers, in that time I'm changing my plan 200 terabytes to only 1 terabyte plan only I'm changing. This is based on the requirement. I'm using these plans. Simple example. Today I'm using internet. My internet speed is 20 Mbps. Tomorrow my business is increased. At that time I required 100 Mbps. Can I change the plan 20 Mbps to 100 Mbps? Yes. After 6 months or after 1 year, my business is down. At that time I required only 10 Mbps speed only required. Can I change 100 Mbps to 10 Mbps? Yes, you can change the plans. The similar way here also you can choose the plans based on your requirement. You can purchase the servers. So for this, best services are providing here. Amazon is providing best services. Amazon Web Services are providing best services. 60% organizations are using Amazon Web Services only using. Amazon or IBM or Oracle, like this a number of companies are providing, but most of the companies are using Amazon Web Services for this infrastructure as a service. And how it is applicable, platform as a service. Platform as a service is nothing but we require some programming language is required to develop some application. So I have one application, one HDFC Bank is given one project. I want to develop that project. For that I require some platform is required. Like if it is a Capital Info Solution, they have one project. They got one project. For that project to development, 20 pages development is there. For that 20 pages development, they required 2 developers are sufficient. They are purchasing 2 developers license and they are developing project. If Big Bazaar required one application, for that application 100 pages development is there. For 100 pages development, now 10 developers are there. Now here HDFC Bank, they required one application. For that application 500 pages development is there. For 500 pages they required, for that project they required 50 developers are required. Like this, based on the requirements they go for the number of user licenses. If Capital Info Solution is developing one project, in the meanwhile they have 2 more projects. They got 2 more projects. For that projects 8 to 9 developers are required. At that time they are changing. So instead of 2 developers, 10 developers or 11 developers licenses they are purchasing. Based on the requirement, they are changing the licenses. If the projects are completed, then they are stopping their licenses. If there is no projects, they are stopping licenses. If projects are there, they are continuing the licenses. There is no wastage here. Based on requirement, then they go for number of licenses. Here, best services for this it is providing. Force.com is the one platform. This platform is provided one programming language. Apex is the one programming language, and one more is Visual Force Pages. It is provided, one is Apex programming and one more is Visual Force Pages. Apex programming is similar to Java.NET. This is a backend. If you want to write the business logic, then Apex programming we are using. If you want to design your pages, Visual Force Pages we are using. Visual Force Pages are just like a HTML coding, This is provided by Salesforce.com is the company. Company name is nothing but a Salesforce.com is the company. This company is provided, released one platform. That platform name is Force.com is a platform, and in that platform Apex and Visual Force pages are the languages they introduced. Apex and Visual Force pages. Apex is similar to Java only. That Apex is also implemented by using the some Java programming only. Internally, that Apex programming is also implemented by using some Java. Here also it is similar to Java coding only. And Visual Force pages are nothing but some HTML tags, similar to HTML tags. So if you want to develop the application, no need to install any software. Just use the use the Apex and Visual Force pages. For that, force.com, login into Salesforce. So here login.salesforce.com something, go to login Salesforce and you can use the Salesforce. No need to install anything, directly you can access. Directly you can access this Salesforce application. Here I have one object. There is one object is a campaign. In the campaign, I required some account type is required. Here after country, I required one account type is required. Now I'm customizing this application according to my requirement. I'm creating one field is creating some pick list option, multiple items I want to display, account type I'm creating, saving account or current NRI like this. These values I am displaying according to alphabetical order. So I created one field, previous country is there, after country now I'm created one more is account type. This account type current NRI saving. I want to modify this application, or if you want to create from the scratch, everything it is possible using force.com. So or programmatically, this is without coding, this is nothing but some administration or functional way we can create. Or if you want to create through development programming by using Visual Force pages, I can create my pages by using Visual Force pages. I am creating one Visual Force page. Test VF something I am creating. So this is Visual Force page I created. Rajendra Nath. Just like a HTML coding also you can use it. If you want to take the preview, you can take the preview. Rajendra Nath. I want to display into next line. Then just use the break statement. Display in the next line. I don't want to display this sidebar. Left sidebar. Here sidebar equal to false. If I use the sidebar equal to false, then it is removing, sidebar is removed. I don't want to use this top header part. If you don't want to use header part, show header equal to false. If it is a true, it is displays. If it is a false, it cannot display. Previous we have like this. Now whenever I am using, header part is also removed. Now I want to use this page as a PDF format, rendered as a PDF. Sometimes we require PDF format also. If it is a banking application, for the banking application, every month customer statement they want to send to customers. They are generating that statement in the form of PDF format. This PDF file they are attaching to their emails. So if you want to convert this file into PDF format, you can convert into PDF. You can use the you can use for email attachment also. So I created one file. That file is a PDF format. So this is a Rajendranath. I created PDF format also. You create and you can download these files also, or you can attach these files. So if it is required, whatever formats you required, you can use the multiple formats also. Here, this is the way we are designing your application. If you want to customize or if you want to create your pages according to your requirement, you can create. Suppose if you want to create fields, one form, if you want to create the some fields. How to creating I will explain at that time. Just observe. Enter username. Enter username. Apex colon input to text. So if I use this one, if I refresh, enter username. Username Rajendra. Like this I am creating one field. Now one more. Enter password. For that password, apex colon input secret some password. This password, if you want to display in the next line, by default it is the same line only, it is displaying. If you want to display next line, you can take the break statements. I am taking two break statements. One more line is also I am taking gap. You can provide another way also you can provide. So here username is Rajender, some password Rajender. Like this you can design your forms by using Visual Force pages. These Visual Force pages are just like a HTML coding only. These Visual Force pages are nothing but just like a HTML coding only. So how to creating the HTML? The same way, how to creating HTML? The same way we can create here Visual Force pages also. It is provided some 50 to 55 tags. If you learn the 50 to 55 tags, enough, more than enough. So 30 tags are more than enough. If you want to survey in the industry, then 30 tags are more than enough. So we are creating some coding by using some coding or by using navigations also. If you want to create, this is through programmatically also we can develop this one. For this, best platform is nothing but Apex Programming, and Visual Force pages are provided by Force.com platform. It is from Salesforce only. And we have one more software as a service. Software as a service. What is a software as a service? I'm not developing any application. Someone is already developed some applications. Those applications I'm using here as a pay and use model. So just a rental purpose only I'm taking these applications. I required one CRM application is required. My customers are 10,000 customers. For 10,000 customers, I required one CRM application. Then I'm paying for that 10K and I'm using that application. If my customers are 20,000, then I'm paying for this application 20K and I'm using. If my customers are 50,000, then for 50,000 I'm paying 50K and I'm using this application. Based on my requirement, so I go for that applications. I'm paying for that applications. Here, cloud computing is provided three types of concepts: infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a service. If you want to use the databases, then infrastructure as a service, and if you want to use some programming languages just like Java.NET, here we go for the platform as a service. And if you want to use the ready-made applications, executable files, just software as a service you can use it. So these are the three types of services. Any questions as of now? Based on these three types of services, Now Salesforce.com is the company. Implemented by, it is started by base sales. Salesforce.company is started by Mark Benioff in the 1999. In the 1999. His ideas are nothing but implementing CRM application in the cloud. Implementing CRM application in the cloud. We have n number of CRM applications here. We have n number of CRM applications here, like Siebel CRM, SAP CRM, Oracle CRM, Sugar CRM, Viva CRM, Microsoft Dynamics CRM. Like this, different CRM applications we have. Different type of CRM applications we have. These CRM applications are available in the mode of traditional model. If you want to use these CRM applications, we required first to purchase the software and install, use it. If latest versions are released, again purchase, update, then only you can survey in the market. Otherwise we cannot survey in the market. This is some drawbacks. Not only this one, suppose if you want to use the Siebel CRM, this cost is 20 lakhs. Some company XYZ is a company, XYZ company business is only 10 lakhs. Is it suitable for XYZ company? No, because this application cost is 20 lakhs, but their business is only 10 lakhs. In that case, it is not suitable for that company. One more company is there, some Airtel. Airtel company business is 100 crores and this application cost is 20 lakhs. Is it suitable for that company? Yes. So that means these applications are suitable for large scale industries but not small scale industries. So this is one drawback in these applications. Because of these drawbacks, Salesforce company is implemented one application. Salesforce CRM is the one application, customer relationship management. This application is released as a software as a service. What type of application? This application they released as a software as a service. What is the advantage of software as a service? No need to install this application. Directly log in into Salesforce and use these applications directly. This is one advantage. And whenever this application is updated, automatically it is reflecting to your login. Every 4 months this application is updating and automatically those updations you can get it into your login. So this application they released in the 2004. The first they released this application in the 2004. At that time this application is released as a software as a service. It is nothing but a executable file format it is provided. Now what is the disadvantages in this application? Suppose Samsung is the one company. For Samsung company we required one application. So one CRM application is required for Samsung company. If we go for this application, it is providing some 80% features here. Only whatever features they provided, those features are suitable for Samsung only 80%. They required customization, 20% modifications required in that application. Can they modify that application? No. Even 10% also they cannot modify. LG is the one company. For LG company it is suitable 90% features. Only 10% modifications required. He cannot modify this application. Like for Vodafone. For Vodafone it is supporting 100%. In all these companies it is suitable for some of the companies only but not to each and every company. Some drawbacks in this application because it is only executable file, it cannot support to modifications. This is a drawback in this application. in the Salesforce CRM application, what is the drawback? At the initial days, the drawback is nothing but customer cannot modify according to his requirement. So because of this reason, who is lost the customers? Salesforce company is lost the customers. Some of the customers they lost. Already they have Siebel CRM, SAP CRM, Oracle CRM, they are supporting 100% features. Even this Salesforce CRM is providing less cost also, they are not interested to purchase this application because it is not supporting complete features. Because of this reason, they implemented one more product. That product name is Force.com is a platform. They released one platform, Force.com platform, in that Apex programming and Visual Force pages. They released this is as a platform as a service. This Apex programming they released as a platform as a service. What is the advantage of platform as a service? So based on your requirement, you purchase the platform and no need to install any software. Directly log in into that one and Salesforce, and you can develop your application. So you can customize your application or you can develop your application from the scratch level also. The Force.com platform is provided two ways of development. Two ways of development. What is the two ways of development? One is declarative declarative and programmatic. This declarative is nothing but functional part, or we can say, and this is programmatic is nothing but technical, or we can say this is administration and this is development. Administration, or we can say this is development. So in the administration without coding, and there in the development with coding. So just like we created, this is with coding, this is nothing but a development area. So here we created, this is a field, this is a functional area. So without using any coding, we created like this. Some navigations are here. If you want to create the users creation or profiles creation, roles creation, object creation, everything through administration. So navigations, we are controlling the users, or we are controlling the records, object level permissions or record level permissions. So field level security, everything we are controlling. So functional part, in the functional part administration, there is we are controlling everything in the admin part. What are the concepts are possible through administration, and what are the concepts are using through development in our real time? In the administration, mainly from the scratch, that is applications. It is nothing but a projects creation, objects creation. Objects are nothing but it is a tables in the database, in the backend tables. Fields creation. Fields are nothing but columns in the database. Tabs are nothing but buttons. Layouts. If you want to arrange user interface components, then we are creating layouts. We are creating layouts and record types. So what is the record types means? If you want to display multiple layouts for single user, if the country equal to India, then Indian layout required. If the country equal to USA, we required USA layout is required. If the country equal to UK, then we required UK layout is required. So multiple layouts, if you want to use it, then we are using some record types we are using. This is very helpful for your application. Formulas. formulas and validation rules. Here, if I open one object, in this object, if I click the some prospecting, 10 percentage it is showing probability, qualification 10 percentage, needs analysis 20 percentage, like this. Based on the different options, it is showing some probability. It is showing some probability. For this backend, we are using some formula logics we are using. And here, date I required. Now, whenever we are saving, I'm getting some errors. You must enter a value. So instead of date, I'm providing some Rajendra. If I save this one, previous it is you must enter a value. Now invalid date. Because here it is expecting some date value, but we provided some text value. In this case, we are getting the some error. Such type of validations are system validations. You can provide the some system validations. Here if I click this, so there is no error. Proper way, whenever we are providing, there is no error. You must enter a value like this. So if the data is if the field is empty, null value, then it is generating some error messages. This is by default Salesforce is provided some of the validation rules. These type of validations are nothing but system validations. Suppose we have an account is there. In the account, there is an annual revenue is there. For the annual revenue, I created Wipro and annual revenue is some 95,000, less than 1 lakh. I want to generate one error message. Here I created some error message. Here annual revenue minimum 1 lakh. For this I provided my own validation rules I created. So here annual revenue validation rule I created. Annual revenue validation rule. Here if the annual revenue is less than 1 lakh, annual revenue is less than 1 lakh, I want to throw the some error, annual revenue minimum is 1 lakh. Like this I provided some validation error I created. Suppose if I am providing less than 2 lakhs, if it is less than 2 lakhs, now minimum 2 lakhs only required. I am providing some validation error. Here 1,95,000, even 1,95,000 also it is throwing some error because 2 lakhs. If it is a 2 lakhs or greater than 2 lakhs, then there is no error. 2 lakhs it is allowing. If it is a less than 2 lakhs, then it is throwing the some error message. 1,99,999 also it is throwing error. Or 2 lakhs are greater than 2 lakhs or 20 lakhs, no error. So if you want to provide the some ranges, less than or greater than, like this also you can provide some ranges. Everything customization it is possible. Based on your requirement, you can customize your. So validation rules are applying the some logics on that particular fields. If the conditions are not satisfied, then generate the some error messages. For that we are using some validation rules. Here workflows, it is an automation process. What is the automation process? Here for workflows we have, this is nothing but some automation process where we are using. Suppose Amazon.com, I order one product through Amazon.com. If I order one product through Amazon.com, whenever I purchase one product through Amazon.com, immediately I am receiving some messages. If I order this product through Amazon.com, immediately I require some confirmation mail. So they are sending immediately, thank you for order the product. We deliver your product within 3 working days. We confirm your transaction amount so and so amount, and you receive this product within 3 working days. This is a some mail I am receiving immediately. Not only that mail, and they are sending some task to their employees also. So on customer is purchased this product, deliver this product in 2 working days. They are sending some action to their employees. If any discount process is there, 10% discount or 20% discount, immediately I'm getting that discount also. Such type of actions if you want to generate, then we are using workflow concept in the Salesforce. Automation process. If you want to automate anything, then we are using workflows. If the product is not working properly, we are making a call to customer care. So whenever we are making a call to customer care, immediately we are receiving some messages from the customer care. Thank you for calling. We resolve your problem within 24 hours time or within 12 hours time. Thank you for calling. Like this, they are sending the some messages. So such type of messages if you want to receive, then we are using workflow concept we are using in the Salesforce. Not only this one. If you are withdraw amount from ATM centers, or if you are depositing amount, or whenever you are performing some online transactions, then we are getting the some messages. Such type of messages also you can generate. Such type of mails you can generate by using workflow concept. Salesforce is provided workflow for this automation process. In the workflow, we have some drawbacks. To overcome such type of drawbacks, so it is released one more version in the workflows, updated version, that is nothing but process builder. This is process builder. It is also automation process for advanced workflows. For advanced concept is nothing but process builder. And manual process. If you want to use the manual process, approval process. Approval process is manual process. Approval process, manual process. What is the approval process? Suppose one customer is applied for the loan amount. One customer is applied for the loan amount. He is eligible up to 5 lakhs. He applied only 1 lakh. Even 1 lakh also they may get the approve or they may not get the approve. Based on the his history or his transactions, he may be accepting his loan amount or he is rejecting his loan amount also. That is manually he is observing and manually he is accepting or rejecting client request. One customer is applied for credit card. That credit card may or may not accepting. For that we are using approval process. Manually we are accepting or rejecting. One employee is applied for leave, 1 week leave. That leave may or may not accepting. So for that manual process we are using. Manual process if you want to use, then approval process. If you want to use automation, workflows and process builder we are using. Now reports and dashboards. What is a reports and dashboards? Reports are nothing but analysis of data. Analysis of data. Suppose Airtel is did the market and they generated 10 lakhs new customers in the last 5 months. In that 10 lakhs new customers, how many customers are selected prepaid customers and how many customers are postpaid customers? They want to monitor how many customers are prepaid customers and how many customers are postpaid customers if they want to monitor. In that case, they are generating some report is generating that report based on the plan wise or based on the whatever required country wise or based on the state wise how many customers are AP, how many customers are Telangana, like this if you want to monitor, then we are generating the report. Based on the report it is generating report, or how much revenue is generated every month, we can generate the report based on the revenue. So If you want to generate report based on the requirement, you can generate the reports. If you want to generate like this, we are generating some report based on the one object we are selecting required objects. On the required objects we are generating how many customers are. One second. First name, last name, or lead status, annual revenue, rating, you know, lead source. So we're generating based on the some. Here based on the lead source, how to get the leads, whether it is phone inquiry or web inquiry, partner referral or purchase list like this. So how many records are web inquiry, how many records are purchase list, or how many records are so partner referral or phone inquiry like this. If you want to generate like this, you can generate the some leads based on the lead source you generate. Here if I open the lead object, in the lead object there is a lead source is there, phone inquiry, web inquiry like this, or lead status, open not contacted, working contacted, or closed converted, closed not converted like this. This is the way we generated. Suppose if I required lead status, then generate the report. So open not contacted, working contacted like this. If you want to see the data based on this, it is showing like this. So based on your requirement, you can select and you can generate the reports based on the requirement. We are generating the reports. So these reports we are saving. We are creating and we are saving this report. Now if you want to display these reports in the graphical format, so that is nothing but dashboards we are using. So horizontal bar or vertical bar, pie chart or donate, funnel like this. We have different type of components. 11 components are there here. So there is 11 components are there. We can generate the components like this. These are nothing but the some dashboards. These are nothing but dashboards. Thank you. Now this is nothing but a dashboards. We are creating reports and dashboards. For this, minimum 2 days sessions are required. Just email ID you provide more. Okay, thank you. Now relations. Salesforce is provided lookup relation, master detail, master detail, hierarchy, many to many, many to many, using junction object. So there is a four type of relations it is provided in this area. Now we have data migration tools. If you want to import or export data, there is data import wizard, data import wizard, data loader. There is a two tools are provided mainly. One is import wizard and data loader. This import wizard, it is only import operations only performing. At a time 50,000 records only it is importing. But whenever we are using data loader, 5 million records at a time it is importing or exporting or deleting. Every operation can perform data loader. Data loader is 100 times, so more data it is performing on the more data, it is performing operations on the more data. So data loader only mainly using in the organizations. There is migration tools. There is migration tools, data migration tools, data import wizard or data loader is the tools. Now security model. In the security model we are using users, profiles, permission sets, OWD, organization wide default settings, sharing rules, manual sharing rules, roles, roles and subordinates, public groups, queues, like this n number of things we are using in the security model. Here, if you want to access Salesforce to Salesforce, Salesforce to Salesforce integration, we are using Salesforce to Salesforce integration. One organization data, if you want to share with another organization, TCS to Wipro, if you want to communicate with the TCS to Wipro, then Salesforce to Salesforce integration, through that we can communicate with the other organizations. Communities and portals. So if your customers or your partners, if they want to access Salesforce applications directly, then they can create the self creations, self login creations, and they can access their applications. So for that we are using portals and communities we are using like this. So many things we are using in the administration part. All these concepts are come under in the administration part. So some of the concepts are not supporting in the administration. For that we go for the development process. Whatever concepts are not supporting, for that only 80% we are implementing by using administration only. 20 to 30% only we are using development. So for that, if you want to design your application like this, if you want to design your application here front end, for this front end designing we are using like this. This is a form. So this is nothing but front end or view. If you want to design for this, we are using Visualforce pages. Visualforce pages. Through by using Visualforce pages, we are designing this one. And in the Visualforce pages, we are using HTML also, you can use it, JavaScript, CSS, Ajax. Here JavaScript where we are using means, if we have one record is there, I'm deleting, one record is deleting. Whenever I'm deleting one record, are you sure you want to delete this record? Like this, some confirmations were required. Such type of cases we are using JavaScript only we are using. If I click the OK, then it is deleting. If I click the cancel, it cannot delete the record. So here we are generating the by using JavaScript only. Some validations also. If the username is 10 digits, if the username is maximum 15 digits, username format is like this, password format is like this. If you want to restrict. Minimum amount is 10 lakhs, maximum amount is 15 lakhs. Like this, if you want to use some JavaScript functions we are using. Now, so Ajax concepts, CSS, some styles, jQuery, all browser supported technologies, it is also supporting. These technologies we are using in the Java, .NET, PHP like this. The same way here also we are using in the Visual Force pages. The same concepts you can use it in the Visual Force pages also you can use it. Now, once this logic is completed, once front end is completed, if you want to design for back end logics, if you want to apply the logics, for apply the logics, we are creating business logic we are creating. So this is back end. In the back end, providing business logic. This business logic we are implementing by using mainly Apex classes, Apex triggers we are using. So many things we are using. Everything it is implemented based on the OOPS concept only. So here we are using so many things we are using. I'm not writing anything, just simply Apex classes and Apex triggers. This is a backend. After that, if you want to store this data permanently, then we are using some databases we are using. If you want to store this data, we required one database is required. For this databases, we are writing queries we are using. This is a database. For this database, we required queries required. Here, Salesforce object search language, Salesforce object query language we are using, and DML operations, DML statements, insert, update, delete, like this. We are using all the commands here. Your application is contain three layers. Mainly it is contain three layers. One is presentation layer, business layer, and persistence layer. Your application is contain three layers. One is a presentation layer, one is a presentation layer, one is a business layer, and one more is persistence layer. There is a three layers it is contained. Three layers we are implementing by using programming also. So we are learning in the programming these three layers. Here Salesforce is not only provided, one more is also provided here. One more also declarative and now programmatic. In the programmatic it is provided one more type of that is a lightning. Single page applications, lightning model. For mobile applications, it is provided lightning model. This is also through programmatic. So it is just 1.5 year back only provided. Previous there is no lightning model, but lightning model it is provided. In the lightning model also I will explain the lightning model concepts. So 4 to 5 sessions minimum I will explain, minimum basics I will give you in the lightning also. Nowadays most of the applications are also implementing by using the lightning also. If you know the admin and development, then only go for the lightning concepts. Here for administration we required 20 to 25 sessions, 25 days for administration, and development. For development minimum 35 sessions, 35 days it is required. So daily 1 hour session, minimum session is 1 hour to 1 hour 15 minutes. So here 2 months we required for these sessions. Every day 1 hour session, I will take the 1 hour session. For this administration and development, we have some certifications. I will provide you that certification dumps also. ADM 201 and platform 1 certifications are enough. I will provide you that certification dumps also. What are the things I will provide you in this area? In this area, what are the things I will provide you? Now, videos, all videos, whatever sessions I'm taking for that sessions, I'm recording all the sessions and I will provide you all the sessions for admin sessions. So advanced admin sessions and development sessions. Now lightning, visual force pages, triggers, everything I will provide you sessions. So all sessions videos I will provide you. Now materials, paint material or Word documents. I will provide you complete materials, whatever materials, how to creating screenshots also I will provide you everything. Concept wise, everything I will provide you, concept wise. Now some of the documents. So some of the documents I prepared, some of the documents, everything I will provide you. And two admin projects, two development projects. So for admin and development practice purpose, I will provide you some of the projects also. Some of the projects I will provide you with coding also. Some of the projects with coding also I will provide you. With the coding and without coding, some of the projects I will provide you. Some documentations also, some of the projects documentation also I will provide you. I will provide you some documentations also, some of the projects. So everything I will provide you here. 4 projects I will provide you, and resumes, sample resumes for resume preparation. And for resume preparation also I will provide you some of the sample projects descriptions I will provide you. Interview questions and answers I will provide you. All those things I will provide you in this sessions. And sessions are starting from tomorrow onwards, 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. same time only, same link only. These are the things I will provide you in my site. Clear for all?